Okay, let's kick off with question 2.1. It asks about the role of the Auditor-General in South Africa, specifically as authorized by legislation.
And the source material states their role is, quoting here, to determine the way in which the executive authority executes the management of public funds.
Determine the way.
Okay.
So what's the core insight there?
Well, the source really frames the Auditor General as the state's crucial independent watchdog by being legally empowered to determine, which really means audit and evaluate how the executive branch handles public money.
Right.
They provide that essential mechanism for accountability. It's the check against misuse, against inefficiency, ensures transparency.
That makes sense. Which means how they're appointed must be pretty critical. Exactly.
Question 2.2 asks for the 5 requirements for appointing an Auditor General. First up, they must be a South African citizen with specialized knowledge
Okay.
and experience in auditing state finance and public administration.
So baseline competence. You need someone who actually understands the complexities of government finance.
Makes sense. Okay, second requirement. Nominated by a joint committee of the National Assembly and National Council of Provinces, that's the South African Parliament,
Right.
and this nomination must be, without debate, by an absolute 2/3 majority.
Ooh, that's interesting. 2/3 and no debate on the nomination.
Yeah. Why do you think they'd structure it like that? Well, that high majority, the 2/3, and preventing debate, it strongly suggests an aim for broad cross-party political consensus.
You make them independent.
Exactly. Trying to appoint someone seen as credible across the board, maybe shielding the process itself from partisan fighting.
That 2/3 really stands out. Okay.
Yeah.
Point 3 from the source. They're appointed by the state president.
The head of state makes the final appointment.
Fourth, the appointment term is specific. No less than 3 years, but no more than 10 years.
A defined term, but with some flexibility.
And fifth, removal. They can only be removed by the president and only for specific reasons. Misconduct or incompetence.
Again, that fixed-term range and the very limited grounds for removal, those seem vital for independence, too.
Yeah, it gives them security, doesn't it, to report findings without worrying about being fired arbitrarily.
But still provides a mechanism if they genuinely fail in their duties. It's a balance.
Okay, so moving from the watchdog to the plan itself, the budget. Question 2.3 asks for 5 criteria a budget should meet, according to the source. First one, a budget is a statement of intent. It reflects the ideology of the ruling party.
So right away it connects the budget to politics, policy priorities. It's not just numbers.
Definitely not just an accounting exercise. Second, it's a work program. It indicates how government departments plan to deliver public services.
The practical side. What are we actually going to do?
Third, it's a source of information. Shows what services will be provided, how much, and importantly, past budgets serve as historical records.
Right, the blueprint and the ledger, what's planned and what was done before.
Fourth criterion, a means of promoting accountability. The budget acts as a benchmark if, mismanagement is suspected or happens.
A reference point for oversight.
And fifth, it's an instrument of control. It lets departments and oversight bodies track spending against the approved plan.
So if you pull all those criteria together, what's the takeaway?
Well, it seems the core idea is that a public budget is multifaceted. It's not just finance.
Right. It's the political compass showing direction. It's the operational plan, the how-to. It's the historical record. And it's the tool for managing things and for holding government accountable.
All those aspects seem crucial because ultimately the budget is the main tool for guiding and measuring how public money gets used.
Absolutely. It ties everything together.
Okay, so how do governments actually decide what goes into that budget? Question 2.4 discusses collective decision-making systems. 2 were mentioned, consensus and majority. Let's look at consensus first. It says the community needs to be small enough for everyone to participate in the final decision.
Okay, direct participation.
General agreement between all parties has to be possible.
Everyone has to agree. That sounds challenging.
Well, the source immediately flags that. It says it's very expensive because it's difficult to satisfy everyone on every issue.
There's the catch. High participation, high agreement, but high cost and difficulty, especially for larger groups. Feasibility is an issue.
Exactly. Now contrast that with majority decision-making, as the source describes it. Here, all taxpayers participate in voting.
Okay, participation's still there.
But only the decision of the majority counts.
Yeah.
And it defines the majority clearly. 50% plus 1 vote.
A simple majority rule.
But then it adds a crucial point.
Yeah.
This means 49% pay for something they don't want.
Oof. Pretty blunt.
And it explicitly states Wishes of the minority are often ignored.